Firstly, without a doubt, plastic has been one of the best inventions of the last century. Perhaps a major underestimate is the reality that it has rendered our lives easy. Plastic is ubiquitously incorporated into our everyday lives without us understanding it. However, in 2018, where there was a visibly pronounced rise in global plastic waste to Malaysia, viewed by many as turning our nation into a dump site, worries about the negative aspects of plastic increased. China was the biggest global importer of the plastic waste previous to 2018. However, due to the ban, plastic waste has been diverted to other countries including Malaysia, particularly to Southeast Asian countries. In the Malaysian ports, containers of low-quality, polluted and largely non-recyclable plastic stacked up. Without proper paperwork, some importers have managed to carry plastic waste into Malaysia by falsifying declaration forms and using a separate commodity code. Throughout the years, Malaysia's waste production has gradually improved. Malaysians produced 38,142 tons of waste per day in 2018, according to the Solid Waste Management and Public Cleansing Corporation Malaysia. In per capita terms, the rise in daily waste produced per capita in 2018 was comparatively high compared to previous years at 1.18 kg. A SW Corp Malaysia representative also said the new figures revealed that 20% of the overall waste was plastic. Malaysia seriously has a major plastic waste problem. On roadsides, seashores, and dump sites, we sometimes see hollow plastic cups, plastic straws, plastic lids, empty bottles of water. A serious environmental threat is plastic waste. It is comprised of large toxic contaminants which in the form of air, water, and land emission has the ability to do considerable damage to the environment. One of the biggest issues like plastic pollution in the ocean. Each year, at least 8 million tons of plastic end up in our ocean. The most abundant elements of marine litter are currently floating plastic debris. 18% of all marine debris from the surface waters to deep sea sediment is plastic waste. With more plastic materials found near popular tourist destinations and densely populated areas, plastic has been detected on shorelines of all continents. Plastic pollution is one of the issues that is becoming worse day by day. This is one of the locations that describe the plastic pollution. It has many bad effects and harms the environment. Firstly, aquatic life is threatened with the plastic waste and rubbish that has been thrown in the water bodies will disturb the food chain of aquatic life. There are some fishes and other marine animals which accidentally eat the plastic and cause esophagus obstruction. This is because the plastic cannot be digested in the stomach and lead to death. Secondly, contaminated the water bodies. The rubbish and plastic waste will be floated on the water surface and releasing harmful gases such as mercury and cadmium. The mixture of those gases and water bodies make the water harmful to drink, especially for people who live in rural areas that fully depend on the river as a main source. Thirdly, plastic waste releases methane gas and will be absorbed into the soil. The soil becomes unfertile and not suitable for agriculture unlike the organic things. Lastly, risky for human health, which the production of plastic in the factories will cause breathing difficulties, respiratory problems, skin disease, and irritation in the eyes as human beings. During ERTL, IIUM has given permission for students to take away only. It means the students cannot eat in the cafeterias. So, for the issues in IIUM, we see the usage of plastics are too high that can lead to plastic pollution. It can be proved where one of our members, Basri, who is stranded in IIUM. This is how he handled and tackled the issue.
Every day, after buying takeaway foods and finish eating, Basri will go to toilet to wash the food container, plastic spoon and fork. After washing the plastic materials, he will try to recycle it again. The next video will show the example of how Basri tackled the issue. After collecting the plastic materials for several weeks, he will go to the nearest recycling center in IIUM. This recycling center is near to Mahalah Aminah. Lastly, this is the way that our members try to reduce and reuse the plastic materials in IIUM. First of all, there were many campaigns either government or non-governmental agency have done on the No Plastic campaign around Malaysia. All the poster is showing a part of non-governmental agencies on promoting the day of no plastic use. The first state that implement the campaign of no plastic use is in Penang, starting in 2009, then followed by the Selangor in 2010. They will implement the no plastic in every Saturday, but they still can't get the plastic by paying 20 cents for each of the plastic bag. The Zero Single-Use Plastic Initiative, initiated by the IIUM Rector, Prof. Emeritus Tan Sri Datuk Zulkifli Abdul Razak, was launched on 14 February 2019. Throughout the campaign, one of the measures to eliminate the reliance of the IIUM population on the plastic use, including straws and food containers, was launched, which is the 4Rs: refuse, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Throughout the campaign, the university has stated the rule on the ban of using plastic straw and plastic bag around the campus. The cafe and any shops in the campus area are not allowed to provide the plastic bag to all IIUM community. As a conclusion, plastic material is easy to get. It is cheap and light to being used daily. We as a human use it every day. We can avoid from using it in our daily life. Every single item that we use may have plastic elements. As example, our food packet, garbage plastic, and many more. We cannot avoid from using it, but we can reduce the uses of plastic day by day. If there were 100-year making campaign but still people not aware on the effect on the plastic towards the environment and health, it has no meaning as such a waste of time and money on doing it. The changes start by individuals and not society. As stated in Surah Ar-Ra'd verse 11, so Allah have said in the Quran that He will not change a society until they change themselves. So people, try to stop using any disposable plastic materials. Thus, we can stop from using it for our own good and better future.